Good day. I welcome you all at the lecture on determination of deflection of determinate structures using energy methods. That means here we will discuss the application of Castigliano's theorem for the determination of deflection of determinate structures. Under the subject Structural Analysis 1. The subject code is CEPC 503 and the related module number is 3. Myself, Sandeepan Saha, Assistant Professor for the Department of Civil Engineering of Greater Kolkata College of Engineering and Management under JIS Group. Let us first have a look on the topics that what we are going to cover in this lecture. And the topics are as follows: basic concepts of Castigliano's theorem, Castigliano's first theorem, Castigliano's second theorem, and some numerical problem solving to understand the principles of Castigliano's theorem. In 1879, Carlo Alberto Castigliano published two theorems, and the two theorems are as follows. That is, so the first theorem of Castigliano states that the first partial derivative of the total internal energy, that is the strain energy in a structure with respect to any particular deflection component at a point is equal to the force applied at that point and in the direction corresponding to that deflection component. It means that if we do the partial derivation of strain energy with respect to the load applied at a particular point, we will get the deflection at that particular point, where the total strain energy U can be calculated by doing the integration of m square by 2ei dx. This theorem is applicable to the linearly or non-linearly elastic structures in which the temperature is constant and the supports are unyielding. This above mentioned theorem of Castigliano can be expressed in form of equation as the del, that means the deflection, is equals to partial derivative of strain energy U with respect to applied load P. The second theorem states that the first partial derivative of the total internal energy, that means the total strain energy in a structure with respect to the force applied at any point, is equal to the deflection at the point of application of that force in the direction of its line of action. It means that if we do the partial derivation of strain energy with respect to the load applied at a particular point, we will get the required deflection del at that particular point, where U, that means the total strain energy, can be calculated by doing the integration of m square by 2ei dx. This theorem is applicable to only linearly elastic, that means the Hookean material structures with constant temperature and having unyielding supports. And this theorem can also be expressed in form of equation as the deflection, that is del, equals to partial derivative of total strain energy U with respect to the applied load P. So in this lecture we have studied the Castigliano's theorems, but in order to better understand this, we need to do some numerical problem solving. So let us do a numerical problem. Here in this problem we have to determine the vertical deflection at the free end of the member. That means we have to calculate the deflection at point C as per the Castigliano's theorem, and the given that EI, that means the flexural rigidity, is constant for all through the section, that means from A to point C, from here to point here. So to solve this problem we need to follow some steps. Now the step number 1 is take 3 kilonewton which is acting at point C as P, Here we are taking the 3 kilonewton force as P. Now we have to calculate the reaction force at point A and at point B with respect to the force P, that means the concentrated force P working at point C. So we have to calculate RA and RB, that means the reaction force working at A and at B with respect to the force P working at point C. So now we have to calculate RA and RB, and to do so, let us take summation of all moments about point A equals to 0, as the support at A is the hinge support. So we have all the summations of moment equals to 0. From this we get P into 8 equals to RP into 6. So we have RB equals to 8 by 6 P by equals to 4 by 3 P. So we did this calculation based on the data given that the distance between A and B is 6 meter and the distance between B and C is 2 meter. So we get RB equals to 4 by 3 P, and now we have to calculate RA, that means the reaction force working at point A. So we have RA plus RB equals to P. Already we have calculated RB equals to 4 by 3 P. So from that calculation we get P minus 4 by 3 P. That means RA equals to minus P by 3. So from the calculation we can see that reaction force at A is minus P by 3. That means the reaction has negative value. It means as per the calculation, the reaction at A is working in the downward direction, not in the upward direction. So we have the reaction at A is working in the downward direction, and the value is P by 3, and RB we have 4 by 3 P. So from the calculation we have done here, we get reaction force P by 3, which is acting at point A in the downward direction, and the reaction force acting at point B as 4 by 3 P, which is acting in the upward direction with respect to the force, that means the concentrated force P working at point C. Now the next step is, that means the step number 2 is calculation of bending moment expression. To calculate the bending moment expression for the portion AB, let us put a section XX at a distance small x from the left hand support, that is from point A. So the bending moment with respect to section XX, we have mx equals to minus p by 3 into x, as the distance between the section XX and the force, that means the reaction force P by 3 is x. So we get the moment as minus P by 3 into x. Now to calculate the bending moment expression for the portion BC, let us put a section XX at a distance small x from the free end point C. So the distance between the section XX and the point C is small x. So we have the bending moment mx with respect to the section XX as minus p into x, as the distance between the section XX and the force P is x. So we have the moment as minus p into x. So the bending moment expression for portion AB is this one, and for portion BC the bending moment expression is this one. Here in this calculation table, all the items are summarized here in order to calculate the total internal energy using this formula, that is integration 0 to L m square by 2EI dx, where U is the total internal energy. Here in this table, these are the details for the portion of AB and these are the details for the portion BC. As you can see, the expression for the moment for the portion AB is minus P by 3 into x, and for the portion BC the expression of moment is minus P into x, and the limit for the portion AB, that means the limit for integration for the portion AB is 0 to 6 meter, and for the portion BC the limit is 0 to 2 meter. And as given in the numerical problem, that the flexural rigidity, that is EI, is constant for both the portion, that is for AB and for BC. The flexural rigidity EI is constant. So the next step is, that means step number 3 is the calculation of total strain energy, means the internal energy, using the formula, that is, as we mentioned, that U equals to integration 0 to L, those are the limits, that is 0 and L, m square by 2EI dx. So to calculate the total strain energy, we have U equals to integration 0 to L m square 2EI dx. Putting the values of m and the limits in this equation, we have 0 to 6 p square by x square by 9 into 1 by 2 ei dx plus integration 0 to 2 p square x square by 2 ei dx. Here, before proceeding for further calculation, let me show you one thing, or more I should say, let me remind you one thing, that this particular region of calculation deals with the calculation of total strain energy for the portion AB, and this portion of calculation deals with the calculation of total strain energy for the portion of BC, and this total summation deals with the calculation of total strain energy for the entire member, that means for the member AC. Upon further calculation of this integration process, we get total strain energy U equals to 5.33 by EI P square. Now, let us apply the Castigliano's theorem to calculate the deflection at point C. And to do that, let us do the partial derivation of total strain energy, that is U, with respect to the load P. For partial derivation, we have du by dp equals to 10.667 by EI into P, and we get this calculation from this. That means this is the deflection at point C, that is del suffix C, that is deflection at C, and we get this by applying the principles of Castigliano's theorem. Now, substituting P equals to 3 kilonewton, we get del C, that is deflection at C, equals to 10.667 into 3 by EI. So we get deflection at C equals to 32 by EI. So this is the deflection at point C, that is 32 by EI. So in this lesson, Castigliano's theorem has been stated and proved for linearly elastic structure with unyielding supports. The procedure to calculate deflections of a statically determinate structure at the point of application of load is illustrated with an example. Also, the procedure to calculate the deflections in a statically determinate structure at a point where the load is applied is illustrated with an example. So, this is the end for our current lecture session. Thank you.